Okay, guys, we're starting on chapter 8, question 11. We have the Miss U problem. So we've got a birth rate of rabbits at the U rabbit farm given by RT, and we also have goats at the U farm GT. First thing I did was take those equations and just put them into my calculator under y1 and y2. Take a minute and do that. We're going to go back here and we want to know the total number of births of rabbits between the years 2000 and 2007. Notice here that we have, these are all in births per year. Okay, so we want to go from births per year births per year. We want to go to number of births. So the process that lets us do that, in essence, just cancel out that denominator, is the integral. So if I integrate that with respect to whatever the year is, the unit of the year, I'm going to go ahead and get the number of births over that time interval from A to B. Or to be more concrete about this, we're going to integrate RT dt. T is my unit of time, in which case we have a year here, between 0 and 7. In the past, there's been a little bit of talk about whether or not that should be 8. Beginning of year 0 to the beginning of year 7, or maybe the beginning of year 0 to the beginning of year 8. It's starting to look more and more like the people who are saying that should be 8 are more correct than the people who are saying 7. But in order for us to match our answer key, I think we're just going to go to 7. So let's take a look at that. So notice that we have the rabbit births in y1. So we're going to integrate from 0 to 7. And the nice part here is, since I've already typed out y1 and I've checked it, I'm just going to put y1 there. I'm not going to retype the entire equation. It's my opinion that the more you type an equation into your calculator, the more likely you are to make a mistake. So type it in once, double check, triple check, and then don't look back. So we're just going to integrate this from 0 to 7. That's going to give me 139. I'm rounding to the nearest whole number as per the instructions. So that's 139 rabbits. 139.0189. And so at the end here, we're just going to type, there were a total of 139 rabbit births from the year 2000 to 2007. And that takes care of that part. Remember, your answer needs to be rounded, but if you're doing the math doesn't have to be rounded until the very end. Okay. Using a very similar strategy, actually the exact same strategy, we're just going to integrate from 0 to 7 of gt dt. Let's take a look at that in the calculator. Again, we're going to go ahead and grab our FNINT. If you are of a black and white calculator, or you don't have that soft menu, remember that you can always find FNINT under math. There it is down there, number 9. Just type a 9 there. And that brings us this, 0 to 7. This time I'm at y2. Y2 can be found vars, y vars, function, y2. That's if you don't have the soft menus. dx 140, 262. 140, 262. Again, we're just going to type one small sentence of context. So there were a total of 140 goat birds, not beet, goat birds from 2000 to 2007. There we go. That's our question 11. These were all probably part of a more elaborate question at one point, but they were edited down to reflect what's actually going on in the textbook. So there we got it. Okay. Big main concept here is integrating a rate to get rid of the time unit and give us a total number of birds that have accumulated in that interval. Okay. So integrating a rate gives you an accumulation. I'll type that out for you. Integral of a rate gives an accumulation over the time interval A to B. Right.